The Dead Space remake is a terrifying remake. Dead Space is a game where you play as Isaac Clarke, a white boy who can bust it down sexual style. Trapped on a broken spaceship called the Ishimura, filled with ungodly creatures, millions of light years away from any civilization or any form of health. This particular sci-fi horror game caught my attention because it's the only one that is actually scary. Just to clarify, I never played the original Dead Space game, so my review is from the perspective of someone who has nothing to compare it to. So I will judge the game for what it is. Ja? To me. Ja? Verstanden? Okay? To me! The sci-fi horror setting is at the core of this game, and luckily, it's done well. The rooms you find yourself in are very diverse. Some very large and some very tight. They know how to set the vibe to make you piss your pants. Blood on the wall, dark rooms, all types of broken shit. You know, the classic stuff. The soundtrack sounds like the violin players at the studio had a fucking aneurysm. The developers designed the game to actively work against you. The graphics really helped to sell the setting. Nice graphic fidelity. It's good. A lot of nice details too. For example, a few unfortunate people, writings on the wall, and your suit. It freezes up a bit when you're in outer space, and the ice melts away when you are inside again. Also bloodstains on your suit. A lot of blood. Gameplay. Dead Space is a third-person shooter. The game is generous enough to give you guns, to at least defend yourself from these creatures. The guns feel punchy, and there are a few actually. A saw gun, a flamethrower, whatever this is. You cannot carry all the weapons around at the same time. So in one playthrough, you use one, and in the other, you use the other. Genius, really. To defeat your enemies, you cannot just mindlessly shoot these creatures to fend them off. It's not efficient. Instead, you have to shoot their limbs to disable them. They have a whole anatomically correct system going on where you can peel their skin, then see the muscles and bones. Ugh. You can shoot limbs off and see the layers of flesh peel away. Like someone had to animate this. This is fucking disgusting. The HUD is special too, because it's an in-game HUD. Your ammo is displayed on the gun. No minimap on the screen at all times, only a small line across the ground to guide you, which is vital for your own sanity, trust me. Your health is indicated by the spine. The 0G sections were fantastic and sometimes made me actually dizzy. You really have to play them for yourself. It's great. And this is a big plus, no microtransactions in an EA game? What the fuck? Although navigating the Ishimura was a pain in the ass. I would have wasted so much time if it wasn't for the guiding system. And also, just the design, man, the map design. I'm not a fan of this constant backtracking with your slow-ass character to a room you've already been in 1,000 times just to open a door with higher clearance to find some shitty ammo box. A small but nice thing is when you boot up the game, you immediately go into the last save and are not like thrown into some shitty home screen. The game loads up directly into your last save, making it way more seamless. The game also has a RPG system with some nice additions, but I don't really get it. The deliberate map design in combination with the carefully thought out encounters create terrifying scenarios. It felt like the developers were actively working against you. Every time you upgrade your armor or change your skin, you get a cool animation, but after a while I was like, okay, yeah, I get it, come on. They force you through it, kinda sucks. This game had pretty shallow boss fights, so shallow it didn't even feel like the game had boss fights. Also not a lot of them, like 4 or 5. The puzzles are a bit confusing sometimes. Sometimes it takes you a hot minute to get what you have to do. At least for me, but I play stupid sometimes, so yeah. The story is told through Zoom calls and voice logs, as well as text messages, and the plot is basic as f***. The protagonist, Isaac, is really fucking boring. Although he has a voice now, he's not really a protagonist you will remember. He's cool in Fortnite though. This is basically how the mission progresses the story. Something is broken, and to fix that, you have to fix 100 other things. It sucks. The world building is great though, and well shown through world design, but the written story though, it's kinda poo-poo. They cancelled the Dead Space 2 remake, and I know people were very excited for it. So in conclusion, this game ruled.